Hello friends, welcome to this channel, and in this video we will learn about pre-processing in learning and many more topics we will cover in this video. Fine. All the question related to the pre-processing we will cover in this video. Okay. And you know what? This is the most important part in a machine learning. So I am going to divide the pre-processing into two videos because this is the lengthy topic. So I will divide this pre-processing topic in two part. Okay, so let's get start the video. And friend, this is humble request to you people that don't forget to like, subscribe and share this channel. Okay, now let's start the video. Okay. Yes friend, see, first is what is data pre-processing in machine learning. Data pre-processing is a process of preparing the raw data and making it suitable for machine learning model. It is the first and the crucial step while creating a machine learning model. Means that data pre-processing is the most important point while creating a machine learning model. Okay, it is the preparing the raw data, right, and make it suitable for machine learning model. Okay, let's see how it will make raw data into a suitable format. Okay, let's see. Then why do we need a data pre-processing, right? Data pre-processing is required task for cleaning the data, right? Now we have to clean the data first and make it suitable for machine learning model. Also increases the efficiency and the machine learning. Okay, means that whatever data set you are created from the sources, there is a chance of a noise in your data set. So first you have to remove that noise from your data set with the help of the data pre-processing. Then your data, after that, then your data will comes under the suitable format for your machine learning model. Okay, now let's see the steps that are involved to clean the data, remove the noise and many more things that creates a problem while training the model. Okay, now let's see. First one is getting the data set. First you have to collect the data set, then you have to import the data, import the libraries, then import the data set from where you has collected the data. Okay, then finding the missing data, is there data is missing or not. Then encoding the categorical data, you have to encode the categorical data because categorical data creates a problem while training the model, while the problem solving. Okay, now splitting data set into training set, data set, right? This is the most important. Features scaling, right? You have to scale the features according to your leveling. Okay, with the help of the level. Now let's see get the data set. The collected data for a particular problem in a proper format is known as data set. As I already told you in a previous video, that data set is a collection of a data which is in a particular format, so we will easy to train the model. Okay, to use the data set in our code, we usually put into a CSV file. Now let's see what is CSV file. Okay, now let's see. CSV stands for comma separated values. Means that CSV, the full form of CSV is comma separated values file. It is a file format which allow us to save a tabular data which are such as spreadsheet. Means that first you have to create your data set in a spreadsheet format by separated comma. Okay, you can make your data set on Notepad or any other editor which you are familiar about that editor. Okay, now see, here is the example that year experience and this is salary. These two are the variable. Okay, and one is the experience of salary and separated by the comma, and this is the salary, that is 32,383 rupees, right? And when the experience is 1.1, then your salary is increased, that becomes 45,207, and when the experience is 1.3, then the salary is 39,751, right? And so on. When you will increase the experience, with respect to experience, salary also increases. Okay, now this is the format. Okay, when you will execute, or when you will import the data set with the help of the pandas library, then you will get a tabular form of this particular data. Now next, see the importing library, how you will import the library and how you will use the library. Okay, now let's see. We need to import some predefined Python library, right? Predefined Python library. We have to note down that this is predefined Python library. You don't need to change according to yourself. It is predefined, right? You don't need to define it. Okay, these libraries are used to perform some specific job, right? There are three specific libraries that we will use for a data pre-processing. First one is NumPy library, second is Matplot library, and third is Pandas library. Now see what the function of these three libraries. Okay, NumPy Python library is used for including any type of mathematical operation in the code. Means that with the help of the NumPy libraries, you will perform the operation, mathematical operation, according to your problem. Okay, it also support add large multi-dimensional array, right? With the help of NumPy, you can create the arrays, multi-dimensional array, 2D arrays, 3D arrays, okay, and matrices. So in Python we can import it as, right? You can import that import keyword you will use, and NumPy as a num is the short form of NumPy. So you can easily use into your code in a short form. Okay, now let's see Matplotlib. The second library is Matplotlib, which is a Python 2D plotting library, right? With the help of this library, you can plot the graph, right, according to your problem. Okay, now with the help of that graph, you can easily predict the output graphically. Okay, we need to import a sub library, that is a pyplot, and inside the Matplot library there is sub library, that is pyplot, and you have to use it, because with the help of this pyplot your graph will plotted according to your operation. Okay, it will be imported as import matplotlib.pyplot as mpt. Okay, now pyplot, when you will use sub library, then you have to use dot. Okay, with the help of dot you can import your sub library, okay, in machine learning or in Python. Okay, mpt is the short form of matplotlib. Okay, so you will get a easy to decode or to insert mtp matplotlib into your code. Okay, now the third one is, the last library is the Pandas library, which is one of the most famous Python libraries and used for importing and managing the dataset. With the help of the dataset, you can import the libraries, you can manage the you can import the dataset, you can manage the dataset. Okay, it will imported as import pandas as pd. Pd is also a short form of pandas. Okay, now these three are the libraries, that is import numpy as nm, import matplotlib, pyplot as mtp, and import pandas as pd, right? Are you getting my point? Now, okay friends, if this video becomes beneficial for you, then don't forget to subscribe this channel. Okay, now thank you, see you in next video. Jai Hind.